Have a beautiful day, learners. We are now again to meet with this another set of discussion. The topic that we have is all about the evaluate, about the factorial, how to simplify factorials. Hope you enjoy it. So as you can see in this given example, we have here quantity 2021 factorial quantity cube subtracted to 2020 factorial quantity cube all over quantity 2021 factorial quantity squared added to quantity 2021 factorial times 2020 factorial added to quantity 2020 factorial quantity squared, which is divided to 2020 factorial. So here are the tips that we're going to do. The first thing that but first you're going to understand how, if you want to know further about this one, if you try to share this one to your colleagues, to another set of learners, for them to enhance also their situation in terms of mathematics concept. And so as you can see in the flash in the screen, we have here challenge problem and my Facebook page, which is humble.math.143, and then we have also in the YouTube channel we have Humble Math Easy channel. Okay, here it goes in how to solve with this. Here are our given example of how to evaluate simplifying factorial is quantity 2021 factorial quantity cube minus quantity 2020 factorial quantity cube all over quantity 2021 factorial quantity squared plus quantity 2021 factorial times 2020 factorial added to quantity 2020 factorial quantity squared, which is divided to 2020 factorial. So here are some tips as you deal with, but don't forget to read in the box icon that we have in my hashtag. Hope you enjoy it. Now here it goes in dealing with how to solve this problem. So as you can see in our respective numerator, we have difference of 2 cube. So in order for us to work on that, so we're going to try to understand or to recall ourselves and how to factor it out. So the a cube minus b cube is just the same with the first factor, which is a minus b, times the quantity of a squared plus ab plus b squared as our second factor. So in this case, our situation is the first thing that we should do in our numerator is we are going to factor that one. So the factor at that one using the value of how to deal with the factor of difference of two squares, that the first factor is the quantity 2021 factorial subtracted to 2020 factorial. Then the second factor is the square of the first term, which is 2021 factorial, so the square of 2021 factorial squared added to the product of the first term and the second term of the first factor that we have. So we have here 2021 factorial times 2020 factorial. So as you can see in the second term that we have in the second factor is we have this kind of situation or this expression or this term. Then followed by how to get the third term and the second factor. So we're going to square the first term of the first factor, which is 2020 factorial. So we are going to have to have that. So as we have here the square of the 2020 factorial. So using the, so what you call this, we are just using the pattern on how to factor the difference of two cubes. Then copy the denominator, which is the square of 2021 factorial plus 2021 factorial times 2020 factorial plus 2000, the square of 2020 factorial. Then we also have to copy also the division symbol, then divided by 2020 factorial. So in this case, as you can see, we are just now in getting this one. So as you can see, the second factor of our numerator and the denominator that we have are both the same terms. So in that case, it is just the same with 1. So we have now cancelled out using the cancellation law. Now we have what is remaining on the given is our numerator now. Excuse me. So we have now 2021 factorial subtracted to 2020 factorial, then divided by 2020 factorial. So in this manner, from the division symbol, which is this, I just change this one into the pattern of the division, which is the same also as fraction. So that we, as you notice, we have here 2020 factorial as our new denominator. Then we have the numerator, which is 2021 factorial minus 2020 factorial. So in this case, as we all know that we are just follow the concept of distributive property in fraction. So every term of that numerator that we have, again, every term of the numerator that we have be shared by the value of our denominator. So as you can see, in the next step that we have is we have 2021 factorial divided by 2020 factorial. Then the second term is, since we have 2020 factorial, so subtracted to 2020 factorial all over 2020 factorial. So then now we have cancel this one because they are just the same. So we have now in the next step we have minus 1. Then the 2021 factorial is just the same with 2021 times 2020 factorial, because by the concept of factorial, the definition of factorial is that the ascending order or the descending order of a certain number taken as their factors. So we have now here. So the value of 2021 factorial is just the same as 2021 times 2020 factorial. So we have now cancelled also with that. So as we have now, what is remaining here in the first term is 2021 minus 2. Then copy the minus 1. So we have now 2021 minus 1 factorial. So the probable answer that we have is 2020. So this is now how to deal with the answer of how to in evaluating the factorial. So the example that we have is having an answer of 2020. Okay, I hope that you enjoy it and you have been learned with this kind of problem. So see you around for the next video. Goodbye.